I am just going to be doing a quick review on the brush set that I bought from xoBeauty. The set I got is the 9-piece synthetic brush set, I believe, which will be linked down below. And I just wanted to go through them and tell you how I've been liking each of the brushes in case you were looking at getting some brushes from xoBeauty and wanted somebody's opinion on them before you bought them for yourself. Overall, I really like the brushes. They're really nice. They're super soft, like rubbing a bunny on your face. Like if you've ever touched a bunny, it's like they don't even make sense how soft they are. It's like rubbing that on your face. But these are completely synthetic, so yeah. So I'll just go through each individual brush and give you a bit of an idea of what I've been using it for and how I've been using it and how well it's been working for me. So yeah. Also, if you want a tutorial on this look, I actually didn't film one, but if you comment down below, I will try and recreate it for another video. It's not anything super exciting, but if you're interested, do let me know. So I'm not going to go in any particular order for this review. I'm just going to pick them up as they are in front of me. So the first brush is the xoBeauty Paddle Foundation Brush, which looks like that. It's just a little flat paddle brush. As you can see, maybe, I'm not sure how well you can tell, but it's a little bit fatter than some foundation brushes. Like some are like quite thin. This one's a bit fluffier. Just sort of fairly bendy bristles. They're not pokey or anything. Personally, I find that this is fairly small to do foundation on my own face. What I've been using this brush for is for doing concealer, like around my eyes, like right underneath my eyes. Just because personally I like to use a flat top brush, like a bigger round flat top brush, just to buff in my foundation, and I find that this takes a really long time. Even though it does apply fairly nicely, it just takes me a really long time to do it. But I have been enjoying this as a concealer brush. Then this set does come with two fairly similar brushes, which are the lip and eyeliner brushes, which look like that. I'll just hold them up so you can compare, maybe see some differences. The lip brush, which is this one right here, is quite a bit bigger. Well, not quite a bit bigger, but it is a bit bigger and a bit more sort of domed, where this one's a bit more pointed. So far I haven't used the lip brush for its intended purpose. But I have been using it for concealer, but instead of like under eye concealer, I've been using this one on like little spots, like on zits on my chin or on my cheeks. And just because it's quite small, it's really easy to get a super precise like application of product. I've also used this one to apply color to the inside corners and to clean up the lines around my eyebrows or lips. But I haven't used it for lipstick. But the brush is fairly soft but stiff, like if that makes any sense, and very like it's super soft. It's not scratchy at all. Then for the eyeliner brush, I have used it for eyeliner, both powder shadow underneath the lash line and for gel liner, and it's nice. It's usually I would use a much thinner brush for eyeliner, but if you do want a bit thicker of a line, you can. This is pretty great. I've also been using this one oddly with just a little bit of eyeshadow to like clean up, you know, when you get like mascara marks on your eyelids. I've been using this one for that, just because it gets super close in and doesn't smear mascara everywhere. So I've been liking that. Another brush that you get with this set is the xoBeauty shimmer brush, which is of course a big fan brush. It's a fairly thin fan brush. It's not as big as my Morphe Beauty one, but it is super soft, and I mean it does exactly what a fan brush is. You don't really need a fat fan brush to apply shimmer to your cheekbones, and yeah, so this is a great shimmer brush. Then the next 5 are my favorite part of this whole set. So there's the xoBeauty eyebrow brush, which is this guy right here. When I first got it, I thought it was really big because, as you can see maybe like against my eyebrow, this is it's quite large. I have pretty small eyebrows and this is a big brush. Like it's quite thick width-wise for an eyebrow brush and very long this way, but it's got nice like stiff bristles, again without being scratchy at all. So it gets you a really nice precise application. I've been using it mostly for powder. That's how I did my eyebrows today. And yeah, I've just been really liking how it applies, and it's super fast to apply powder to your eyebrows, at least in my experience, because it is so big. It holds so much product and spreads it really quickly. Then of course there is the xoBeauty blush brush, which is this angled, it's kind of like a flat top angled brush, like it's pretty flat. As you can see, mine still has some blush on it because I did use it today. It's like you barely feel this when it's on your face. There's no pokiness at all, even if you like stipple it at your face. It's quite dense too, so it really gets a lot of product on, especially with like my Jordana and my Lorac blushes. I've had to be really, really careful just because it packs on a lot of product, and those are very pigmented. But I've been really, really liking this blush brush. It's pretty much completely replaced my e.l.f. blush brushes. Then there is the biggest brush in this palette, which is the xoBeauty bronzer brush, which has this gorgeous chunky handle, which I bloody love for no particular reason. And then that is that. It's a bit more of a domed top brush than the blush brush is. Again, quite dense, but maybe not quite as dense as the blush brush. It's got a bit more movement to it, so it's very fluffy. So it's really good for applying bronzer like all over your face instead of trying to contour. So that's basically how I like to use this one, just to give yourself sort of a bit more color, or also to blend out a harsh contour. This is a pretty awesome brush. You could probably use it as a powder brush too if you wanted to, just because it is so big. I think it could give you a really nice light dusting of powder all over your face. Then the eye brushes are of course my favorite part. These eye brushes are amazing. So the eye brushes that it comes with are the angled eyeshadow brush, which is this. It's quite angled, but as you can see sideways, it's also fairly thick. So there's a lot of ways that I like to use this one. The way I frequently use it is I'll dip like straight into product, and I'll use the end of it to like pat it on. But you can also use it to blend just because it is so big and fluffy. And I really like using this brush under the eyebrow to apply highlight there. And it's really, really good at packing on product, and it's very dense and very soft. Again, very soft. So nice. And then the final brush in the set is the xoBeauty Round Top Blender Brush, which is this one right here. If you watch Shannon, who is the owner of xoBeauty, or XLiv Loves Makeup, Olivia, or Sally Jo, then you probably already know about the Round Top Blender Brush from xoBeauty, because it is basically their all-time favorite brush. It's kind of the mini version of the bronzer brush, if you think about it. This one flares out a bit more, and this one's a fair bit denser, kind of like the blush brush and the angled eyeshadow brush, but it is a slightly domed top brush, and it just blends out. It's so big, like look how big it is in my crease, right? But it blends out the color so quickly and so efficiently. It's like an absolute dream using this brush. I reach for this almost every time that I do my makeup. Either this or the Tweezerman blender brush. They basically have really similar functions, the Tweezerman one. If you've seen me use it in a tutorial, I'll just pull it out for you. If you've ever seen me use this one in my tutorials, then you know how much I absolutely love it. As you can see, they are different. This one is much wider and it is pinched, so it's got a narrow side. And it also has a bit of like a pointed dome on it. So it's really good for getting a slightly more precise application in the crease while still blending really easily, just because it does have that flattened thing. And also I found that the Tweezerman one is better for applying product to the lid or to the brow bone, just because I'm not sure why, but I feel like it holds and deposits color better. So this one is a better probably all-purpose brush, but this brush is just the best blender brush in the entire world. I think it blends more nicely than the Tweezerman, but yeah, the Tweezerman is still a great brush. So that is my review of the xoBeauty, the 9-piece synthetic brush set. If you have any more questions, anything that I didn't address in this video, just make sure to leave me any comments down below and I'll answer them if I have the answers to them. I will link the set down below in the description. But yeah, I think that is pretty much everything that I had to say. I believe this set retails for 95 New Zealand dollars, which is approximately equal to American or Canadian dollars. So I think it came out to about $90 before shipping Canadian, maybe 92. It's very close. Just punch it into Google to like change it to your currency. For 9 brushes of such high quality, it is a really good deal. But I definitely think it is worth the money. It's really, really good quality and it's made by an awesome YouTuber. So that's pretty cool. So I'm really, really happy with these brushes. And I hope you found this review interesting or helpful or something like that. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked this video and want to see more from me. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.